calling you a radical. No nuclear energy in Utah. I'm tired of us fucking being the fucking toilet. Tired of it. No nuclear energy in Utah. Fuck your SMRs. And so my next hardcore activism that I've got accomplished, getting the dry gas out of the spent fuels of San Onofre and fighting those Holtec fucking stoppers. This is important. I want to block the fucking mastectomy of Dolly Parton and bringing it to Utah because it's hot and it's against state law. I had a conversation with Governor Cox's aide. They're going to set up a meeting with me, so I get to meet with them. So, and I'll talk about this young woman, beautiful protest, by the way, in New Mexico. She's got her signs, and these young two, I hope they're not being propped up by being paid by the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate like the people that were trying to block Holtec at San Onofre were. I hope that's not the case. I hope you're authentic and real. I'll find out. So, she has a great sign. No nukes from Four Corners to Fukushima. So, a couple things I got to clear up. First off, what's his name from the UK does these beautiful videos. I love his work. He did a great one on Hanford. He took on, says there's only 4 core meltdowns in the history of the fucking world. Bah, wrong. Number 1, the biggest core meltdown in Russia was not Chernobyl. And it was a core, it exploded. It was Mayak. Mayak's the biggest nuclear disaster in the world until Fukushima happened. Fukushima's all these disasters. Mayak, 3 Mile Island, Santa Susana, fucking all of them combined by a fucking, times it by 1,000,000, you got Fukushima. So, quickly let's review. 3 Mile Island, partial core meltdown. Santa Susana, full blown out fucking. Santa Susana is fucking probably several hundred times worse than 3 Mile Island. 3 Mile Island was a motherfucker. Mayak is a fuck. Chernobyl, whoa. Fucking Mayak, not to mention all the fucking, the new ones we have going on all over. So, back to Utah. So, San Onofre, Utah, San Onofre would have never shut down. Now, both reactors have come here. You see, you can even hear them here inside my house. They fly all night in our F-35. That's all we hear. It's disgusting. Fucking war pigs. It's disgusting how, I work at Hillfield. Fuck you. Take your fucking government check, stick it in your ass. No stimulus for Kevin. I don't get shit because I'm just a cancer survivor and an activist that wins. I get shit. So, by the way, her sign, 4 Corners to Fukushima. 4 Corners, that's part of Utah. Love your sign. Love your work. Now, let me get you up to speed, everybody. So, the whole tech dynamic at Texas, all our ex's nuclear shithole waste is going to Texas. So, I used to say in California all the time, I'd say it, but I'm there a lot, here a lot. I'm like, why the fuck should we take your fucking waste? It's your fucking waste. You're the ones that fucking build it. You're the ones that put up with it all these years. You make it, you fucking eat it. But, I know. San Onofre's the worst case scenario because it's really everybody's waste. Because the jet stream moves left to right. We're all downwinders now. So Utah getting a low level. Now, we have laws here, strict laws. So does Idaho. But Trump overthrew those. Fucking Obama. And I want to say this to all you fuckers when I go, because I hate Trump. And this is how fucked up the Trumpettes are. They automatically think that I hate fucking Trump, so I'm automatically a Democrat. I hate those fuckers too. I mean, the Trumpism is a fucking cult. It's turned into a fucking James Jones fucking cult. I mean, look at him on nuclearism. How can you claim you're an anti-nuclear and still supporting this nuclear fucking monster? Started nuclear testing in Nevada. Started in Idaho. Dumped more nuclear pork out than all previous presidents combined. Covered up Fukushima just as bad as Obama fucking did. Maybe worse. Well, you can't say worse. It's a dead heat down the stretch they come from San Onofre. So, the whole tech dynamic. I know everybody hates Holtec. I don't like them either. But, by law, the nuclear waste was supposed to be in Yucca Mountain by 1978. Every president has kicked the can. So, we pay a fine to these reactors. They're not public utilities. They're owned by Bill Eugenics Gates and fucking rats like that. We pay a fine to them. By law of sports, yuck ain't going to happen. Edelson, who blocked it, he's dead, Longshanks. But it's not going to happen. And so, but while you're asleep, what have they been doing? They've been shoving it in fucking whip. I remember being in San Diego a few years ago, 6, 7 years ago. I was over at Peter's house, and his friend Tom comes over, and he says, yeah, I remember I worked for an architectural firm, and we did designs, and I worked for a firm, and we drew a repository. It was called WHIP. They never did build it. I says, you want to bet on that one? Not only did that blow it blew up on Valentine's Day. Peterson Fabricators here's tank. So they've been shoving it in that hole for fucking years, and they've been expanding fucking for years. It's gigantic, and they've been putting, why nobody's paying attention, shiny ballism, they've been shoving so much. And by the way, you can't stop them legally. And I'll tell you why. Because Congress got it fucking through. Under the Patriot Act, National Defense, Nuclear Act, they don't even have to tell you. It's like I talked to Tom, Edison, all these people, I talked to them personally. The insiders who leaked the shit to me that San Onofre, you still don't know who they are. Only I know who they are. And I talk to these people fucking constantly. They can legally move the waste out of those dry cast canisters at San Onofre to fucking whip without even telling you. Legally. Patriot Act, legally. And they know it. So the consent-based hearings, which I went to, so, I love you showing up now, these young people. It's important. But this dynamic's been a brew for years. I've been battling it for years. There's no fucking bloody revolution. There's no political solution. We've proved that. There is no good answers. I used to fucking wear that hat that said the best of the worst fucking answers, Yucca Mountain. The best of the worst answers is Toltec on the dry pad, on the shocks. Now stay with me. Somebody asked me today, he's the jam up there in Park City. We love you. You're the greatest. And so the San Onofre connections. You want to go to Carlsbad and protest the Holtec canisters? I said, a little late for that one. That fucking horse is fucking dead. So they told us that the dry cast canisters fucking would take 30 years and cost X amount of billions of dollars. They had a delay, and this is important. It's written into this article. I'll post this article, and it's a great article you young people wrote. But the delay for the canister, let me get your soup can. Let me get my soup can. Which one are we going to use today? Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. I like that one. That's a good fucking one. So, the dry cast container, this, I like how the guys that rolled in Chuck and Nina had fucking got all the money and stole all my thunder. They said they never reported it, and that was a sham. Fucking, I was at the, look, my no hands. I done so much work because I'd use the public libraries there at Oceanside where he stood up and said, I watched the videos. I was the keynote speaker in the Austin hearing, and there was no fucking accident. It was a sham to fucking block it. So, with a year delay because of that lie, and it's the nuclear industry trying to fucking block solutions. They don't want solutions. They want to kill you. Fucking clean, green, nuclear energy, killing machine. Clean, green, killing machine. Green energy, clean, green, too cheap to murder. Fucking disgusting, filthy. One thing left and right can both fucking agree on. Republicans and Democrats, they can both agree on. They never saw fucking a nuclear energy contract, a fucking porky pig fucking nuclear energy fucking shamockery, pork fucking rip-off thieving contract they didn't love. They fucking love the fucking killing fucking nuclear waste fucking green killing machine. It's green. I'm a rainbow striped fucking Jerusalem fucking zebra cat. So the Holtec canister, so they've bought Oyster Creek, so they went after it. I've talked to them lots of times, and they're like, American public's not going to deal with this, which they're not. So my answer has always been, and people don't want to hear it from me, including Miko Kaka, me and him got in a big argument in 97 at Cape Canaveral. I was there. We shot a load of plutonium into space. Well, we didn't. The fucking government did. And it took 20 years, and it went into Saturn, and it worked. He's like, it'll blow up on Earth. Kevin, what's a chance? There's a chance it'll blow. And I'm like, if it doesn't, it'll blow up on Earth. We leave it here. It could chance. There's a chance, but we leave it here. It's going to blow up here. Oh, Fukushima. It blew up here. So there's no answers. No, of course nobody wants it. So the consent-based hearings, I went to Texas. I've spoke at 4 of the 5. One virtually. Boise, Sacramento. Where I go at Alice McFarland, that one's in San Clemente. That's consent-based. Trying to get somebody to take it. Blue Ribbon Commission. So, put it to the vote. It was mixed into the vote. Idaho consented. So they say. Like a passed out coat behind a dumpster. Texas consented. Now, Los Alamos and New Mexico, it's already going there anyway. You know, it's going in there. But this system that they have, the cans, they go into a shock absorber, fucking, helium cooled. Everybody's bitching about the thickness of the can. But the bottom line is this. Once it's in a can and in that shock absorber sleeve, it is 10,000 times safer than it ever was in a spent fuel pool. And San Onofre's done. It's all 30 years ahead of schedule. Tens of millions of dollars under budget. By the way, thank you all those workers, because that thing is hot. Now back to Utah. So I'm sick of it here. So Utah, we have laws, only low level can be there. Now there was a debate on the, depleted uranium that's been kicking around for 7 years in Dirty Herbie. Man, woman, blue, red, Democrat, Republican, young, old governors for 75 years blocked it. Dirty Herbie promised me he would block it. He lied. But we have a new sheriff in town, Cox. Like I said, I talked to his staffers today, his liaison. They're setting up a meeting with me. And I told them, San Onofre is hot. Now, here's the thing. They're going to tell you, I remember the San Diego Union that day. You can ask Peter. I'm at the hearing standing there, and I'm like, the reporter, and I'm like, he's got a, this is way back. I said, what you doing with the Energy Solutions thing on? Whoa, you're in Bell. And he ran from me, like they all do, because I'm onto these fucking rats. So, San Onofre, the reactor is over the limits. Why? Because when I was going in and out of a coma that night. I almost died that night. January 30th, 2012, and I was in the bone marrow transplant. That's when these guys, they were leaking to me. They were cheating on the exchange. And they sent me videos, Here I am going in and out of a coma, trying to get to a fucking laptop the next few days, and I got it out to the media. Them cheating. They were cheating on the exchange to save $100 million. They all should have went to jail. And Kamala Harris was the fucking AG then, So she worked on it. I fed her office lots of stuff. They had no intention of shutting down. They had no intention. They were starting to refire up and the whole thing. And Kevin Blanch caught them fucking with their pants down. Oh boy, did I. And we're going to hit the beach on D-Day. They closed on fucking D-Day. I mean, they come out. I announced it to the world. Because, the insiders tip me. They always do. I got all the goods, especially in those days. So, it's in the pads. Way ahead of schedule. So, Holtex, we proved it. And they used to advertise down there saying, we're going to show the world that we can do this. We can do it under budget. We can do it ahead of schedule. We're going to fix this because the American populace refuses. And I says, well, who can argue with that? They says, well, they should fucking give me a fucking check by at least. But so the bottom line is this. They bought Oyster Creek. They bought Indian Point. Indian Point, that lawsuit is because the funds that are sitting there, there's literally hundreds of millions of dollars. It's already sitting there. That was activists like myself in the day. We got that through. Oh, yeah, I've been around since San Onofre was built, and that's a fact. I remember going to hearings before it was fucking built. So, that money's sitting there, and sad as King Cuomo, and fucking, they're butthurt, and they're fucking sad because they can't loot another $7.6 billion out of the fund. And so, the AG is sued because Holtec bought it. They're buying these decommissioned, they're putting them in the thing, and so, first question up at the hearing, consent-based hearing, and the restart-up hearing for the canister. I'm first question up in Austin, virtual. First question up. Kevin Blanch would like to ask, can you, once these are in your canisters on the pad at San Onofre, can the cans be removed out and shipped to the pad in New Mexico and Texas. Their answer? Absolutely. Not only yes, that is the plan. Texas is consented. Now, if you got a beef, take it up with Rick fucking Perry, because he's the one that did it. By the way, there's your lawsuit, because Waste Management, when they merged with Energy Solutions, Obama filed antitrust. Guess who's fucking involved and owns stock and fucking board of directors? Oh yeah, Rick Perry. So that's what's going to happen. Now the bill's moving through Congress. I helped Ben McAdams, who helped sponsor the bill, which Levin, who beat ISIS, who I'm friends with, I hooked him up. Of course, Ben McAdams, the best congressman we ever had here, got beat. But that bill is working its way through, and it's the priority. San Onofre's first. Rightfully so on that fucking... Diablo Canyon needs to be second. They need to fuck. Of course, they haven't shut down yet, but my list of the 5 worst reactors in the world. Most dangerous. San Onofre, Diablo Canyon, Fukushima, Japan. And I've said that all through the 80s, 90s. Oyster Creek, Indian Point. They're all shut down. One by default. Fucking Fukushima. It blew up, Miko, and he knows. Miko knows. Fucking... There are no good fucking answers, just so you know, and nobody wants the fucking shit. Why are we still fucking making it is what I want to know. And these little SMRs, we could put a little lipstick on these little fucking piglets, and this is the 3rd one. We got a fucking accident going in Maryland right now, and they're not going to tell you. They're going to tell you shit. So, that's it. We're not bringing it to Utah. I mean, they've already signed the contracts. Well, guess what? Trump's your fucking nuclear fucking... Lord and Savior, that phony fucker's not in power anymore. And I've got Kamala Harris's ear because I'm friends with her mom. I used to be the epidemiologist at Livermore. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Who died of cancer? Beau Biden died of cancer. And he's different than Obama. Now, I'm not a fan of these guys. We'll see what their actions are because he covered up Fukushima too, all of them. But just remember this. Biden, I think, actually loves Beau Biden. Depleted uranium all over. So in Utah, we have loss. They had a steam malfunction, and the whole fucking place is hot. You know, and that's been proved by Ace Hoffman, Gene Stone, Gary Hedrick, Donna Gilmore, Donna Young, old lady Donna, you know, the Abalone Coalition who fucking mentored me. It's fucking over the Utah state limits. That contract's void. Fuck that contract. Why should we take it? We don't make it. Why are we the fucking toilet? Energy Solutions are dirty. The Energy Solutions, fucking Vivint, fucking Home Smart Arena, Utah, fuck the Jazz. And you know what they did to Bobby Sloan? She died of cancer. I went to high school with fucking Jerry Sloan's fucking lover. Talk about creepy, make you fucking barf. Bobby Sloan was a gem. I used to sit fucking with her. Energy Solutions. So, we don't fucking want it. Why the fuck are we taking it? The toilet. So, leave Dolly Parton there. So, I'm going to have to rent a car. Because I don't have I'm broke, and the guy told me he was going to buy me a fucking car, and he lied. He gave the money elsewhere. Whatever. So I'm going to head out fucking hopefully tomorrow or the next day. So I need to rent a car. I need to fucking round up fucking $300, $400, $500, you know, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to start doing my protests, and that's my new one. So, no nuclear energy in Utah. We don't want your fucking little SMRs. You know, you stole all our fucking money through our AMPS bill, and we sure don't fucking want your hot waste. By law, legally, we can't. And I'm getting him up to speed. Kevin Blanch, the activist that wins. We don't want your fucking shit. Leave Dolly Parton alone! Don't give her a mastectomy! She's hot, baby! And fucking, if you tear her down, you're going to revitalificate all that fucking steam malfunction that they rated nuclear. What's a steam malfunction? You backed up into the core when they're switching it out. Fucking, it was hot. It's not a scram. Not a scram. Last fucking resort, you have to open the valve, or it blows up. They opened the fucking valve. What happens? They vented it all over San Clemente. And it's radioactive as hell. So leave it there as a fucking monument. And to all you surfers down there, you know, thank God we stopped boiling the water, fucking rotating the boiled water fucking out of the ocean. And it goes out hotter fucking by 30 degrees. That stopped fucking over 7 years ago. You can say thank you to Kevin Blanch because I'm the one that did that. They had no intention of fucking. If it wasn't for me and my post-ignorance army was fucking, my anonymous group was powerful. They were scared to fucking death. They were scared of going to prison for stealing all this money. They knew I knew. So this is important historic stuff. You know, we don't fucking want it here, and I'm in his ear. Your dirty Herbie's fucking gone. Thank fucking God. Passive aggressive fucking liar. You know, Cox is Southern Utah. He's like, he had no clue. He does now. He does now. I'm getting him up, and he's got a lot of power. The governor carries a lot of power in this fucking state. You know, and he has a lot of power. And, you know, from what I'm finding out, you know, and I know him. I've talked to him over the years. The new scale thing, he's not happy about that either, and we don't want him. Fuck you, you know. Fucking loot job, thieving fuckers. What about the 8.8 fucking SMR that blew up on the White Sea in Russia last year, 2019? Whoa, killed 8 fucking lead nuclear physicists. That was a nuclear reactor, not a nuclear weapon, which one and the same. So, I love your work down there, young lady. Fucking making a stand. I love your sign. Nobody wants the waste. But here's, and you can argue with me all you want, everybody. Leaving an individual fucking reactors on site is, you know, you can fucking thank that fucking Mormon for that. Harry fucking Reid, who grew up at Yucca Mountain. But Congress overturned it. It was against the law. Remember, I went on there, only Congress do it. Only Congress can make law and change. You can't fucking do it. Well, Congress did it. And in that bill, they can move it wherever the fuck they want. It needs to come off that cliff. You know, it needs to be done. And fucking Holtec, what they've done, you can hate them all you want, but 30 years ahead of schedule. This waste has got to come out of these spent fuel pools. Every one of these fuckers. We've gone to 104. We're down into the 60s since Kevin Blanch and his post-ignorance army. You know, I don't get no fucking credit. I don't get any money over there, but you're talking probably the most accomplished fucking activist maybe in history. You know, this is the biggest subject matter in fucking history. So, put it on that pad at Texas. Well, I say centrally locate it at Los Alamos. Place is already radioactive as hell anyway. Epstein. It's radioactive as fucking hell. A bunch of fucking Mormons running anyway. And I still say shoot the fucking shit into space. Well, what if it blows up? Well, if it not, it's going to blow up here on Earth. You know, putting into that hole at fucking whip, that about, well, let's see. I'm friends, I went to high school with Jenkins. He's the CEO of Peter Fabrications right here. I grew up with him. Well, I'm in his ear. You got to see them. They make the dry cast containers. Remember when they said it was a salt truck? I'm the guy that broke that story from the fucking Water School business to build it. Yeah, Wattis, Floor, Weber State, that's them. Fuck, talk about books. So, they got a camera finally, and it was their canister that blew up. Plutonium got picked up in the fucking radnet dishes at UTEP. And so, putting in that hole, I'm not a fan of it. It's been going on for years, and there's so much. They've expanded that whole. They spent $2 billion fixing the plutonium fucking leak down there. And how do you fix it? You don't. The place is radioactive as hell. What do you think Trinity was? You didn't think that did anything? What do you think? It's just like Vegas. Vegas is radioactive as hell. And Trump restarted testing there. He tested 3. He tested a fucking open air fucking bomb, nuclear weapon in 2018. He did one in 2019. He did in 2020. I can prove all this. And he did multiple ones at Idaho National Lab. Idaho National Lab's consented. So it's already going there, Hunter's Point, but not here in Utah. Fuck you. You know, I don't have any clout in fucking Idaho. I've tried up there. I've spoken the Boise fucking consent-based hearing. Cecil Andrews, who, you know, I worked so closely with, he was a fucking gem. He was the greatest. He died while I was in Italy in 2016. Fuck, he was the shit, boy. He fought him tooth and fucking nail. Fucking best governor Idaho ever fucking had. I love that. By the way, he's from Oregon. I love that guy. Man, we're fucking close. So, we lost him. So, that's it. As far as the dry cast, you can fight with me and argue all you want. But it needs to come out of these, and it's going to. The permit, the NRC, that permit will be issued, my guess, it'll be issued probably within the next 90 days. And that's where it's going. It's going on that pad in Texas. You can thank Rick fucking Perry for that, all of you in Texas. And WHIP's set up for it anyway. They can fucking handle this. It's already been going there. The MOX fuel from Savannah River. That's another thing needs to pull plug. There's another activist, but fuck you. No more of this fucking, I've been in the governor's fucking ear. No more fucking this SMR looting. Fuck you. They'll never put one here. We don't want it. We're tired of them stealing our fucking money out of our fucking light bill. They've stole $300 million. New scale. She's, you know, the head of the NRC and Jose Reyes literally in bed together at fucking Idaho National level. Literally. And she said, talk about conflict. The original funding was Kenwood Financial. I'm the guy that exposed that. It was a Ponzi scheme. The whole thing's a fraud. Fuck, the FBI fucking needs to come in and do a serious investigation like they did in Ohio. And they busted the fucking legislators that took the bribes. Utah took bribes. All fucking New York took bribes. But why don't they fucking investigate? They still haven't made arrests on anybody that's bribing because they're the Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate, a.k.a. the Untouchables. So this is important. So my work, I'm going to really hammer away. I don't want fucking sending off. Don't give Dolly Parton a mastectomy. Don't bring her to fucking Utah because the waste is too fucking hot. And those fuckers out in Twilla can fuck off. You know, the politicians that are for this, the people out there don't want it. The people don't fight. And that's a big community. A lot of people live out there now. You know, people went over to fuck. Remember Richie, the famous host out there at Montego Bay? Everybody loved Richie. I mean, him used to argue about this, the nuclear waste. God, he was young. Fucking, that dude was in shape. You know, he got fucking cancer. You know, I mean, the dude was so fit, it was unbelievable. You know, he's dead. It's fucking actually very heartbreaking. A lot of people out there have. I was in the bone marrow transplant with 2 different people that lived in Wendover that worked in the casino industry. And both died. And so we don't want it. So my gig is going to be no more nukes in Utah because we don't have nukes in Utah. Blue Castle would have been here if it wasn't for me. I'm the guy that single-handedly stopped Blue Castle. You Google Blue Castle Nuclear when they're doing their PR firm on KSL, and you would get me in a bone marrow transplant hanging out the window with a central line, fucking hanging out. Bad timing for those motherfuckers when I was in the bone. I mean, my doctor used to come in and says, Kevin, look, here's in the paper. Get them. Anti-nukers. Most oncologists are, but they can't talk. HIPAA laws. Well, I can talk all the fuck I want. So I need to rent a car. I'm going to go out there and do my protest. And that's, you know, remember when I used to do it in Idaho and I'd hang up my, you know, big banner on the freeway? Idaho, no vacancy. Nuclear waste, no vacancy. Well, I'm not a resident of Idaho, but I am Utah, 7th generation. And my family in San Diego, in Pacific Beach, 1847. The statue on the hill, the Presidios, my great-great-grandfather. And so Hunsaker Avenue, right there in Oceanside, that's my grandpa's Abe IV. And so, what a fucking journey. We don't want to hear. And so you can argue with me all you want in Texas and New Mexico, but that's where it's going to go. And Holtec proved that they can do this. They proved it. You can sit and argue about the, you know, change on the thinness of the fucking container and that. It's all fucking meaningless. Getting it out of these spent fuel pools is priority number 1 because they were never built for it. They're stacked up pool on pool on pool and stacked up for it because they were supposed to be in Yucca Mountain. So they're so jam full and they're not built for it. One little fucking shake TikTok, Diablo Canyon clock, you know, and I've been working on that. They're shutting down too. You know, thank you, Mothers for Peace, Jane, Linda, love you guys. And so I'll be back there soon. I got to get a lot of work, and obviously nobody's going to buy me a car. Obviously, I got no fucking money, so, you know, if I can raise a little bit, I'll just rent a car. You know, my bills are behind, but I'll fucking blind faith, you know, like I did in the bone marrow transplant when all the doctors told me to die. Have hope. Have hope. We can do this, but we got to quit saying no, 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 no. I know there are no good answers. There are no. Why are we still making the fucking shit? And little reactors, those little lips, they fucking have nuclear waste too. They blow up fucking too. They fucking are just saying, and they don't work, by the way. Santa Susana proved that. Idaho National Lab, there's the other fucking meltdown we had. Right there at Idaho National Lab, we had fucking one in the 60s. Had to peel fucking people off the roof, killed people. Had canisters blowing up there recently. So, you can argue with me all you want, but I'm the activist with solutions. You know, I'm not going to sit back and say, my grandkids, when I'm dead and gone, say, you know, fuck, all they did, fuck, sit and kick the can. They did these activists just fucking, you know, were obstructionists. No, not me. They'll say, no. They're going to say, this fucking, you know, I got Santa shut down. That was my number 1 priority in my life, to get that fucker shut down. And fucking, I did it. We did it. My second priority is to get the fucking fuel out of the dry cast into those fucking canisters, in the dry cast canisters. Fucking finish this fucking job. Finish this journey. The fucking next step is get that shit and put it on the pad in fucking Texas. Texas is consented. Give the residents down there, every single one of them, a fucking check. And then fucking Get a fucking rocket system and shoot this fucking shit into fucking space and get it off our fucking place and give Mother Nature a chance to fucking heal. You know, Fukushima, it's too late, but well, we'll see. But you cannot just sit, we've fucking kicked this can fucking literally for how many fucking decades now? I've been involved with this activist, fucking this nuclear dynamic since the fucking 60s. Literally. Fucking all this stuff I have is mine. I bought and it's all real. I mean, that's how long I've been at this. I don't eat, sleep, drink with it, and I sleep with it. So we don't want that fucking San Onofre. You know, take the canisters, move the, and by the way, they don't even have to fucking tell you. They don't have to tell you. They can move it. Maybe they already are already. You know, the bill that's working through Congress, you know, the permit, they can move it to whip, which they are. I mean, Texas, they're going to need the fucking NRC to approve it, which they will. You know, fuck, they improved that corrupt fucking little SMRs. Of course, that was they've already got rid of her. Thank God. Fuck, she's a criminal, Kathleen. Fuck her and Reyes. They just stole so much money. They'll never build one of those fucking... Well, they're experimenting, building them right now. They'll blow up like they did in fucking, you know, Maryland. Like they did at MIAC. Like they did at Idaho National Lab. Like they did at fucking on the White Sea. So, you know, Holtec, fucking buy them all. Get them all. Quit delaying this. Get it out of the fucking spent fuel pools at Oyster Creek, at fucking Indian Point, and that fucking loot job at Fitzpatrick and 9 Mile Island in upstate New York. Fuck. $7.6 billion. Where's the FBI? Where's the fucking FBI and fucking these bribes in Utah? You know, on the fucking bailout, fucking, you know, this new scale. Fucking, it's criminal as fuck. You go after the fucking people that took the bribes, the politicians in Ohio, but what about the people that bribed them? So, we don't want Dolly Parton here. She's hot. She's hot. And I've been at that reactor so many fucking times, you don't even want to fucking know. You know, inside it, outside it, fucking, you know, I was literally conceived there. I mean, my dad was murdered there. You know, the whole fucking thing. That's been such a big piece of my life, my whole life. I've been inside that reactor so many fucking times. I remember when me and Joni Ray snuck in the parking lot. Remember that? Those videos, and we proved the fucking fake workers at the hearing? When I was so sick, and I'm the first guy that ever shot any videos. I'm like, look, they got solar fucking panels on the light fucking poles in the fucking parking lot. They don't even believe in their own shit. It's just a big loot job. Thank you to the workers of San Onofre that did that. Got it into the dry cast. Fucking unbelievable how fast they did it and how efficient. And so, you can fight the dry cast cannons of San Onofre. That fight's fucking a dead horse. The fight now is let's get it the fuck off that cliff before we get a fucking earthquake. It's got shock absorbers. I don't know how much it can have, but let's not find out. You know, move it to Texas, in the pads, Carlsbad. Just, you know, move it there fucking now, which legally, and, you know, they got the pad. Get the pad's fucking being worked on. It's already there. You know, they slip into the shock absorber and shoot the fucking shit into space and quit making more and fucking never, and then arrest and lock up all the fucking criminals that covered up Fukushima, including fuckhead Obama, including Trump. Fuck them both. Stay tuned.